the yeah, this is the beginning of episode, I don't know.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam.
One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other.
I'll see you over at the building. Gotta make sure we've got enough power. Make sure it's all on the same grid. All the parts have got to be able to talk to each other, you know. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the 1 frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
It's stuck.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here.
Don't have the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Rick Sanchez.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant.
Sure.
I was exactly what they... I am their father. Through science, we are family.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. I know you must...
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man?
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Institute Tech. He never failed. I won't lie. What else?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some...
Right.
I've been a part of... And now...
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything. You've been in the Commonwealth.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to We really do. Will you take that?
Right. All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. You want to introduce... And finally...
How long has this video been? Only 16 minutes. Damn. Let's see.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Almost done. Just need
Excuse
to
me,
tighten
Doctor.
up this
They
primary
weren't
drive
kidding.
servo.
You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, If you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then as you might guess, we maintain and there's a lot of the work we do, so.
Sure. I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression you're up to something. And consider having another talk with if there's anything else.
Uh-huh. It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that.
We're all looking forward to working with you. There we go. All set.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand...
I wonder how the
Welcome.
Walrick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Doctor-
Wally must be close to 10
I
years
look
old.
forward to learning more about it.
In that case,
Any
as
child
the
can
name,
survive
our
for
most
so long.
important director, to that end, we cultivate highly We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but I'm sure I've...
I doubt it. I just don't think I'd fit in.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
This place sucks.
It's an honor to have you here, sir. Everyone's excited about the new synth
You
project.
know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Pardon me, sir.
Heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Feels like this project has been going on for
targeting
months.
package upgrades I asked
Power
for.
armor?
Maybe I should take some courses
would you
with
need
me.
that
You know,
for?
send a message.
Doc.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is
Dustin Ayo,
between us
acting
and pretty
director
much
of
all the
Synth
other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
No.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. Well, I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Nothing to report, sir.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even telling?
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah,
At this point,
it's
she's
you.
just doing it for fun.
Yes.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Huh?
Safety first. Remember that.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Yes?
You like old stuff, don't you?
All these years.
Don't see the point. That time's long gone.
Heads up. Got anything interesting for me today?
Look alive.
All right.
You.
Yes?
Your thoughts?
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Nothing else I needed.
Affirmative.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
Thank you. It's like I can
Growing
finally
well.
think straight.
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
You point, I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement. What?
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember?
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
How long has this video been going? Oh, 34 minutes.
Look alive.
Ready.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse.
What's on your mind?
Your thoughts?
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Guess he's got nothing to say about it. He's like, I'm really pissed at what you just did. But we won't say anything about it, so how do I even know he's pissed? I don't even know he liked it if he won't tell me.
You're blocking my light, man.
Every I gotta be a lot more high or a lot more drunk.
Let's see what you have.
Let's get you out.
Why do I weigh so much?
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
Your Brotherhood of Steel friend looks nervous. What's the matter? He ain't never seen ghouls before.
If you hit upon something. Peace,
Where do you
brother.
want? What's up?
Your thoughts?
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch.
Your thoughts?
Call me old-fashioned.
Your thoughts?
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
That's all for now.
Very well.
Did you ever have another family
Don't
in the back
worry.
here?
I only test the...
I think that'll be the end of this episode. See ya.